Good morning, Raha parents, faculty, and students. I am here today to address a global issue of lack of education. The UN has made 24 sustainable goals, which they hope to achieve by the end of 2030. However, we are neglecting almost all of them by doing nothing to help. Firstly, this is an issue that has been going on for several years, jeopardizing children's futures, limiting countries' development, and restricting generations. Somalia is one such country that faces this problem, along with other third world countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, Niger, Haiti, and more, where the literacy rate is as low as the life expectancy rate. This country is suffering. Moreover, children whose dream is to go to school, to learn something new, we take as a burden and a requirement. We have this privilege here that we go to school. However, we almost always take it for granted when there are people across the world who would do anything to go to school. I was once like that. I felt that school was unnecessary and it was just a burden. However, I realized that it is a privilege that has not been given to everyone. In addition to that, with education being the foundation for development, it is one of the most important things you need in this world where education is required for jobs, education is required to make money, and education is required to live successfully. How can we expect the children who have no education, no schooling structure to survive? How can we neglect to help them when they have to struggle to get a chance to go to school? Besides that, there are many across the world who say they are advocates and say they contribute to help. However, many of them don't take any action. For example, education in Somalia is almost a joke, with there being a total literacy rate of 37.8 recorded just last year. Moreover, the percent of people that go to school is just under 30%, with it being as low as 18% in some areas. This is astonishingly low. Furthermore, there is no proper schooling or educational infrastructure that helps with making it easier and more accessible to the children all around the country, thus limiting the amount of children that receive an education. Think about it. How would you feel if your son or daughter didn't have the opportunity to go to school? How do you think their life would have turned out? Can you confidently say that they would grow up to be successful? Probably not, and that's fine. But think about all the other kids around the world, in Somalia, in other countries. They don't have this opportunity and it greatly impacts them. Furthermore, it limits their future. It affects them for only 1, maybe 2 years that they don't go to school. It's not a long time, but surprisingly, it affects them their whole life. They're limited in what they can do, what choices to make, and the freedom they have. It's almost like they're being controlled. And what for? Just because they have no education? Also, many believe that there is no point in trying to help because even if they did get an education, how far can they go? How does it impact us? How does it help us? You have to stop thinking like that. Successful people use education. Unsuccessful people only find fault with it. So think like a successful person. We need to make the world better. We need to start helping people all around the world to get an education. Some say there's already a solution that is put into effect worldwide, and what we do here makes no difference. Makes no difference as our contribution is small. However, any action taken to help alleviate a lack of education is a solution, is a step forward. Similarly, there are many solutions that can be used to help alleviate this problem. As for short term solutions, we can help by donating books, pencils, and other school supplies. We can also work together to raise awareness about the issue. Some long term solutions would be to help with the infrastructure, help by getting educational partnerships, and providing a better schooling environment. Now, all of these solutions may not be liable to you because of certain circumstances. However, doing even one of them or any other form of solution is taking action in the right direction. Dear Raha, faculty, adults, and students, with my utmost importance, I plead you to take a stand to help abolish the lack of education all around the world. Lack of education is a big problem, and thus we can start by taking smaller steps. I urge you to continue supporting, continue raising awareness, and continue trying your best. We can only solve this problem, only achieve our goal if we all start raising awareness and taking action together, supporting children through people by people. And as Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Thank you.